What's going on, you guys? Thanks for tuning back in to Nock'd Outdoors. Today is Friday the 12th, so bow season officially starts tomorrow. Today, we are going through everything, just making sure we're all packed up and ready for the trip. We're going to get up about 3 a.m. to head up there, me and a few guys. So I got to make a couple of stops, run to the store, change out some batteries, and then once we get back to the house, we'll get everything packed up. Appreciate y'all for tuning back in, and tag along for the ride. It's going to be a good time. Just getting back to the house, you guys. Hadn't shot my bow in a few days, so here we'll get a couple of practice reps in for tomorrow. Make sure everything's dialed in pretty good. But I always like to wait till like the very last minute, so something's bound to be off. We'll see. Shooting at like 32 yards, about as far as I can shoot in my backyard, honestly. My last two shots, got one on the money, one a little bit off. Either way, that's a dead deer to me. So just got everything all packed up. Obviously, just watched it. Been looking around for like the last 20 minutes. I always feel like I'm forgetting something every time I pack for one of these trips. So we got it all, I think. Got to hit the bed pretty early because we're getting up about 3 a.m. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, you guys. 3:22. We just got to the gas station, grabbing some gas before we head out. Got about an hour and a half ride. It's bow season, baby, so we about to get it. We're about to get it. Just got everything filled up. Picked me up old Monster. So we're gonna try to get up there, get our spot picked out early enough so people aren't, all up over us. Well, just gonna try to slide through McDonald's real quick, but McDonald's is closed, so guess that won't be happening. I don't know when they switched to not 24 hours, but I need to go back. This crap is crazy. Guess we'll try to figure out somewhere else, maybe a little closer. Looks like not that much is open at 4 a.m. Found one that's open. Let's go.
Come on, thanks for choosing McDonald's.
Hey, can I do one sausage McMuffin with egg and one bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle?
Okay.
That'll be all.
517.
Got about 30 minutes or so before we get there, so it's a good little spot to grab some food real quick. We'll probably sit and stay until, I don't know, 10:30, 11, maybe get down and get some lunch. We'll see how it goes. Got two guys that are gonna meet me out here. One of them's got a ladder stand that's already hung. He set that up like 2 months ago, so he's gonna go get in his ladder stand. And the other guy, I think he's gonna be sitting somewhere kind of near me, but I guess it all just really depends. Thank you. Yes, sir. We about to get it. I don't know what it is. I like the McMuffins from McDonald's. They're pretty good. Finally made it to the WMA. I was pretty happy to see that there was definitely a lot less people than we were expecting to be there. So that was really working out. Um, ended up getting on the phone with Red and Chad, and we were just kind of game planning where everybody was going to sit at. I ended up deciding to sit a little ways away from where Red was sitting, kind of in some small saplings. The only issue is I didn't really pick out a tree beforehand. I kind of had a rough idea of what it was going to look like when I got in there. But it really wasn't working out. And y'all will see that, I ended up getting in a tree that was just too small, um, too many branches. But I was still hopeful that we may be able to see something. I saw a big 10 point that came through. I mean, just a couple of days before, right in the morning, daylight. So I had my fingers crossed, and we're gonna just go with the flow and see what happens. All right, you guys. We got set up. It was a rough setup this morning. Couldn't really find a good tree. There was way too many branches and all, so I had to make do. I'm not as high off the ground as I'd like to be, but I guess it'll work. When I first got set up, there was a guy about 50 yards away from me. But I think he turned off in another direction, so I haven't seen him since. It's currently 7:17, so it's just getting about good daylight right now. Hopefully we'll see something here soon. I've had a lot of does in this area about 8 or 9 o'clock. The dove hunters are going crazy right now. .30 check-in. I still haven't seen anything. Dove hunters are still going wild. Chad's seen 2 deer so far. A small 6 point and a little spike. So we got a little action going on. But I ain't seen nothing yet, so hopefully here soon we'll get on something. Alright, you guys. First hunt done. Didn't really see too much. Yeah, so it's kind of a bust. I got a camera right over here. But we've had a couple of does coming through here and a decent 10 point right on this spot. So I don't know. We'll come back, see if we can get on something tonight. Literally just got back in the truck, and Chad sent me some pictures of a big freaking buck that he just killed. So we're about to go figure out where he's at. He dropped off another one of my buddies, Red, and speaking of the devil, there he is, the man. Met up with Chad. Come to find out he was screwing with me. So, but somebody did kill a big buck. Somebody right down a couple hundred yards from him shot a nice 11 point deer. So there's some big bucks out here, and we're gonna keep having to get on after. I think I'm gonna hunt in a different spot tonight. I wasn't really too excited about walking in on that guy this morning. Maybe we can find somewhere where there's not so many people. I know there's gonna be a lot of pressure on these deer though, so with today being opening day, we'll just have to figure it out. Might have to get in some different spots where I'm not running cameras. I don't know. I think we're about to head into town, try to go get some lunch. We were gonna camp, but it's hot as crap, so I think we're just gonna get like a cheap hotel room or something like that for the night. And then we'll get back over here this afternoon and try to get on some more bucks. So hopefully we can get something figured out.
Last season, come around early season, and I was on my e-bike. I come up right here and I seen a buck laying down. And I was like, oh my God, I stopped right here and looked. I was like, I was sitting there looking at one deer and he had a good set of horns on him. And next thing I know, I look over there and there's two more bedded down with him. And right across that line, there's literally doe after doe after doe in them oak trees. And they are, if you can see right here, but there's oak trees all out here. And you can literally get in one of those oak hammocks and literally see it.
Yeah.
That in there used to be. That's where off in there, closer to the other end, is where one of our buddies was off in there. He shot so many arrows, he was out of arrows, so he just threw the bow at the deer. I wonder if he hit it with a deer with a bow and didn't hit it with the arrow. That's pretty bad, ain't it? And I'm gonna sit in the dark, fight the mosquitoes in the heat. Dakin's gonna go straight on the other side of the road. I told him there's usually some good deer that crosses this road going back and forth into to this thick area bed. But he gonna hunt out of the saddle. I ain't got into the saddle yet. I gotta get me one. It's a game changer in it.
I don't mind it. I mean, it's definitely got pros and cons. I got all this crap to carry around.
And all I got is a backpack.
You ready, bro?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, you guys. We just got set up another spot. I found a real beat down trail back here in the bottom that I like, and I think it's gonna do pretty good. My camera's probably 50 or 60 yards to my left. So I bumped over to the right just a little bit just to try to get away from my truck. Hopefully I can catch them as they're coming this way, crossing the road to go get into those little tight pines and all that they're bedding up in. Here's what we got. They're coming right down this trail. Nice bottom right here. It's currently 5 o'clock on the dot. Trying to get comfortable and set in. Got a few hours. Perfect few hours to sit. So. $6:54. We got about 20-30 minutes or so till we get till dark. So far we had a 6-point come in, and we had a hog come in after and run him off. So I'm not sure if we'll see anything else tonight with the hogs in the area, but maybe, you never know. Honestly, if a hog comes, I'm gonna shoot him. So please come. Well, that pretty much wraps up that evening sit. After that hog and little 6-point came through, things just kind of slowed down. I sat tight for a while, but nothing else really ended up moving. So over the next few days, I just tried bouncing around a little bit, sat in a few different spots, just trying to see where there was some fresh sign. And in between hunts, did a little bit of scouting. I settled in for a few more morning and evening sits. Nothing too crazy happened, but I did end up catching a glimpse of a doe one morning. Later on that day, I ended up seeing a doe that came out with a couple of fawns. That was pretty cool to see, honestly. One of the fawns ended up looking at me from a distance, and you could tell they were like kind of sketched out, kept bobbing up their head, trying to figure out what was going on. Thankfully, they never blew or anything. They just kept kind of doing what they were doing. Even though I didn't put an arrow through anything, it was pretty cool just to watch the deer. I really don't like shooting does that have fawns with them, so I ended up just letting them all walk, honestly. Really just hoping that a nice, decent buck would come out. I really felt good about the area that I was sitting in that day, so I just kind of let it play out how it did. What's going on, guys? We've been sitting out this morning. Me and Dalton picked up a different spot. Ended up seeing 3 bucks over here, and Dalton ended up shooting a doe. So we're about to get down here in a few minutes and see if we can go find her. He said she ran like 100 yards, so it shouldn't be too bad. I ended up seeing all 3 of these bucks walk straight across the road through some bushes to me. And it was small, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. And when this guy came up, honestly, I was just trying to figure out, do I shoot him? Do I let him go? I mean, he's obviously a young deer, but I'm on public land, so you don't get too many opportunities at deer. And honestly, I ended up letting him walk to the left of this far left pine tree on the video here. Um, both of those other bucks are still standing right there, just looking right at me, staring me up and down, smelling me. They kind of circled behind me basically at this point, and I'm a little bit in a panic. Um, but I ended up just letting him walk. I didn't want to shoot. It was kind of a sketchy situation. He was about 35 yards in between all these bushes and all. So all 3 of them end up just kind of creeping up the hill that I'm on into this big oak flat and disappear. We never see him again. Dalton has a few other does that he sees. Um, and he ends up shooting one, didn't get an opportunity to shoot anymore. So we end up getting down, uh, head on back to the truck, grab the bikes. I got a wagon that we use to tow these deer out. Just makes it a lot simpler. We end up tracking her down. She didn't run, but maybe 100 yards. He squared her right up. Easy money shot. We went and grabbed her, pulled her out, and that was really it. So that kind of wraps up week 1 of opening bow season. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And don't forget to stay knocked.